Hey, what's up, Bootstrappers? This is Ryan Nickel coming at you with another coaching tip, and I'm in a different car today because my little beast of a machine is having some issues as far as my, I think it's one of my MAF sensors. Whatever that stands for, I don't know. I just remember the acronym. But anyway, it says that I'm getting too lean of fuel, so, or whatever it is. Basically, I'm burning more gas than needed. I don't have enough oxygen in my fuel line, so I think it's a sensor. But anyway, it is what it is, and I'm driving Grandma's car today. So, coming at you with this coaching tip. So last night, my wife and I, we went on a date. We actually signed up for a city league. One of her friends says, "Hey, you know what? We're looking for a softball person. What's up, Eric? We need someone to fill a gap in the team." So my wife, she played softball growing up in high school and loves it. So she joined the team, and I'm like, "Hey, dude, because it's co-ed, I'm like, if you ever need any extra males?" He's like, "Well, actually, I'm looking for another dude." And my wife's like, "Oh, this is supposed to be my thing," and I'm like, "Sorry, honey." But I hadn't played softball for forever, and I loved it. I didn't play in high school. I was a skinny, scrawny kid. I had the desire to play sports, but I was like a $1.05. I was like $1.05, you know, like 105 pounds. I would have got crushed playing football or baseball or any of that stuff. I didn't really actually grow up until after I was out of high school, almost out of college and married, when I started to fill out a little bit. So my wife's good cooking. So anyway, we're playing a game last night, and I'm playing right field. Pop fly. What's up, baby? My wife's here now. So I got this pop fly. It comes right at me, and I run towards it and snatch it right out of the sky. I'm like, all right. I'm like feeling so good. So first play of the game, first hit of the game, everything's all coming my way, and I snatch it. I'm like, yep, that's right, guys. I can do this. This is totally cool. And I'm just chilling on myself. I'm like, yep, that's right. And then a couple plays later, another dude pops one up, and I was too far forward, and so I had to run back. And I was like zigzagging all over the field, trying to guess it, where the ball was going to land, and the wind took it. All these other reasons and excuses, right? And I finally reach out, and I connect with it, and the ball just hits the tip of my glove and collapses. And I'm like, "What's up, Eric?" I was like, "Oh man, dang it, how embarrassing," right? First time I'm like, "Yep, I got it." Second time I'm like, "Oh man, that was just sucking." And so I was like, "Okay, crap." So the whole rest of the game now, I'm in my head, okay, am I weak? Am I the weakness? Do they see that I'm the hole am I the gap in the field? Are they gonna plug it my way? What's gonna happen? And every time it was coming, and I was like, crap, this is I was in my head. And finally I said, you know what? No, this is complete total just BS. You know what? If anything, I'm equal. I got one out and I dropped another one. So in all fairness, I'm at par. And I thought, you know what? My past does not determine my future or my present. So my past is the past. Can't change anything about that. I need to focus on the moment at hand. And by focusing on the moment at hand, I can go ahead and I can manage my emotions. I can manage my mental stress, this pressure that's building up that I'm putting on myself just because what's up, Randy? I'm putting this pressure on myself. And so I get better. I push those thoughts out of my mind, and I focus on each and every play. Did I get that one on tape? No, I didn't get that on tape. But I was able to focus on the rest of the game. And my first 2 times up the bat, I popped out. And then my last time up at bat, I got on base, scored, and then I actually went around again and got on base and scored a second time. And in fact, my wife hit me home on that one. She gave me an RBI. So I was thinking about this morning. I'm like, man, why was this pressure crushing me almost? Yeah, my wife got out twice in the inning. But I still love her. She looked good getting out. But here's the moral of the story. So I hadn't played softball in over 10 years, and I never even played it competitively anyway. It was a city league that I played for a couple of guys. He's like, "Hey man, we're gonna get together and just play." And so we just played, and we were no good. We lost every game we played. It was horrible. So I'm out there, and I hadn't played in 10 years, and I got lucky. I got beginner's luck, if you want to call it. I got lucky and I caught a pop fly, running towards it. The second one, I needed a little bit more skill in order to catch that one, and I didn't do it. And so this pressure now started to build up on me. It's like, oh crap, you know what? And it dawned on me, it's like, I haven't practiced. I haven't practiced anything. And I think back to the first time I went and door knocked, or the first time I called on the seller on the phone, and I remember how nervous I was, and how just like I had like these jitters, and I had this like pressure, because I was like, oh my gosh, what are they going to say? What if they yell at me? What if they hang up? What if they kick me off their property? What if he pulls a knife out and shoots me with a knife? Yeah, what if they pull out a knife or pull out a gun or something? Like, what if that goes crazy? All these horrible like thoughts. And all it was just like, I was out of practice. And the more out of practice you are, the harder it becomes. The more you practice, the more easier it is. Like, I can talk to a seller any day of the week now. I can go knock on their door. I can call them on the phone. I can do whatever, because I have practiced that and practiced that. I role played with people. I have used my playing deck, my cards. I've gone through my cards, and I practiced like scripts and things like that. And so I'm confident that, hey, you know what, I'm not going to get everybody, but I'm confident that I'm going to be able to have a conversation with somebody and not stutter and drop the ball. You know, if I want to keep these analogies fluid here, I'm not going to drop the ball if that's the case. I'm gonna catch it, and I'm going to be able to do what I need to do with it. And so the same thing goes for you guys. As you're out there and you're working your leads, you're knocking on doors, you're making phone calls, you're driving for dollars, you're doing whatever you need to do. What's up, Jewel? The more you practice, the easier it's going to become. And the more you practice, the less you're going to feel this pressure to perform, because it's going to be easy for you. It's going to be almost second nature. You're going to have the answers. Nice analogy. Well, thanks. That's what happens when you get up early. My poor wife had to sleep in because our baby didn't want to cooperate last night. But I'm telling you guys, it's super, super, super important for you to be able to practice. If you don't have a role play buddy, pick one. Find someone you can just call in just maybe once a week. What's up, Carrie? Just practice role playing different objections and stuff like that. What's up, Eric? So you're right, door knocking needs practice. I have been better at it the more I do. It's so true. The more you do it, the better you become, and the less worried you are about what's going to happen, because now you just know it's second nature. It's the fear is gone because you've been that phone call. You've been actively doing something about it. I mean, there's a quote from a guy that I know. I'm going to paraphrase it, but basically it is, you know, the fear of performance is gone every step of the way once you take action. You just got to take the action. Once you take that first step, it goes away. And so that's what it is for you guys. So whatever it is that's holding you back, whatever it is that you're afraid to do, whether it's get out and door knock, whether it's to pick up the phone and call somebody that you've been skip tracing, just do it. Just do it. And it's okay, because if you're not failing, you're not growing, you're not learning, you're not moving forward. And so what I learned from this thing was like, okay, one, I need to practice. And then the second thing I took away from it was, look, I just need to focus on the moment now. Whatever happened in the past doesn't matter. I can focus and I can control this moment right now, today. These very seconds that I have, and this, you know, as every play happened, it was just a new play for me. And I was in the game, I was back, my mind was clear, and it just was only about that moment. I didn't care about anything else. And that's what helped me to focus and to move forward. The same thing with you guys. It's that phone call. It's that door knock. It's whatever it is. So just keep this in mind, guys. And remember, bootstrappers, you're just one deal away from changing your entire financial future. It really is that simple. Just one deal. It's all it takes. One deal will completely revolutionize your finances and what you think is even possible. Like, I thought, like, oh, $20,000 was a big deal. Like, $20,000 is a drop in the bucket in the grand scheme of things when you think about stuff. Like, I'm like, what is 20 grand? It's like almost nothing. It's like you can sneeze at that. And I want you guys to be there. I remember one time I told my my dad, I'm like, Dad, I want to come to a point where I want $50 or I want $500 to feel like it's spending $50. Like, it was no big deal. Like $500 here, $500 there, it's like $50. I'm at a point now where I want $5,000 to feel like it's $50 or $500. Like, I want $5,000 to be like, it's like $500. It's like no big deal. Money is just a number, guys. That's all it really is. And so when you realize that, you're going to start going after bigger numbers, bigger paydays, bigger monthly spreads, and it gets easier. But that comes with practice. That's the whole moral of the story here, is the more you practice, the better you're going to perform. All right, guys. I love serving you all. Have a great Friday. Go out and crush it and spend time with your family.